Hey everyone, and welcome to the first episode of this Let's Play for Fallout 4. In this series, we'll be doing 100% of the game on survival difficulty.
War never changes.
You're gonna knock him dead at the Veterans Hall tonight, hun.
You think?
Absolutely. Now get ready and stop hogging the mirror.
Right.
So this series will not take precedent over Fallout 3 or SnowRunner. It's just something that I'm doing extra with the channel, and I thought it'd be fun to do this while we're playing those other games. But in order for me to get the game to work at a decent quality and standard, I had to bump down some of the technical aspects and graphics and stuff, so it's not the high-tech look as maybe some other gamers or anything, but I'm doing my best to present this in a full manner, meaning that you'll get the full experience of Fallout 4 by watching these videos. As always, if you enjoy this content, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. It helps the channel grow and helps me know what you're interested in. We're going to be playing again as a melee character, and those of you who've been with the channel for a while know that we've worked on a Let's Play for Fallout 4 previously, and this is not going to negate that. So the reason I'm doing this is because when we were first playing Fallout 4, the survival difficulty changed, and because it was a newer game at the time, it changed, and so what was the survival difficulty is now considered very hard, and so survival difficulty will add a couple of challenges. One is you can't just save wherever you want to. You have to save whenever you sleep. That's the only way you can save, or quick save for that matter. 2, you have to keep up with your eating and drinking. You have to deal with a whole lot of things that you might not have had to normally.
Hello, handsome.
Or at least with our previous walkthrough. Now, I do plan on finishing that walkthrough that we started. That's something that I've set, a goal that I've set for this channel.
My handsome husband.
And I'm hoping that we can finish that along with the other ones that we started. So this is a good character for right now. As the story progresses, we might get a haircut, change things around a little bit. So I really appreciate you watching.
Hey, hon.
I'm hurrying up. Don't worry.
So like I said, I did my best to change the graphics enough so it won't
let Codsworth take care of it.
be like skippy whenever we move the mouse as much.
Good morning, sir. Your coffee. 173.5 degrees Fahrenheit. Brewed to perfection. And today's newspaper just delivered.
Grognak the Barbarian in the Jungle of the Bat Babies. My favorite.
Fellow comic book fan.
More of the same.
So the story is set in Boston. She's giving us a look there.
Hey, Codsworth.
Enjoy your coffee, sir. Oh, sounds like
Someone so small drinks so much.
You know, I was nervous at first, but Codsworth's really good with Sean.
Bread, cranberry juice, Coke, 2 boxes, laundry soap, bleach, dish soap. Get more sugar bombs and Nuka-Cola. HVAC not working again. Call repairman. Shucky's clams.
Nuka-Cola. Ice cold. Looks like the milk got delivered. Saddle up Salisbury steak. Rated A+.
So the year is 2077. It's October. Does it say refill handy fuel? Dinner
Can you
with the
get that?
Moyers?
It's probably that salesman. He comes for you every day.
It's like we have company. Let's see who's here.
Good morning. Vault-Tec calling.
Vault-Tec? Remind me again?
Why, we're about you, sir, and helping secure your future. You see, Vault-Tec is the foremost builder of state-of-the-art underground fallout shelters. Vaults, if you will. Luxury accommodations where you can wait out the horrors of nuclear devastation. You can't begin to know how happy I am to finally speak with you. I've been trying for days. It's a matter of utmost urgency, I assure you.
What's so important?
Why, nothing less than your entire future. If you haven't noticed, sir, this country has gone to heck in a handbasket. If you'll excuse my language, the big kaboom is... It's inevitable, I'm afraid, and coming sooner than you may think, if you catch my meaning. Now, I know you're a busy fellow, so I won't take up much of your time. Time being a precious commodity. I'm here today to tell you that because of your family service to our country, you have been pre-selected for entrance into the local vault. Vault 111.
But there's room for my entire family, right?
Of course, of course. Minus your robot, naturally. In fact, you're already cleared for entrance. It's just a matter of verifying some information. Don't want there to be any holdups in the unforeseen event of total atomic annihilation. Won't take but a moment.
No, I can't wait for the world to end.
Ha ha! That's the spirit. Now, let's see.
So like Fallout 3, we're going to be naming our character David. This is my name. And we're going to, again, try to play a stealth melee type character. This is on survival difficulty, so wish me luck. And I'm going to be playing like a glass melee character. So heavy in strength, heavy in agility, using Idiot Savant if possible. And so that means, you know, locksmith. If you have perception at 4, you can unlock novice locks. We don't have that option right now, but we will be able to do that at some point because you can add points to your skills like this, like we're doing right now. You can do that with every level up you get. But for right now, I'm going to put the rest in intelligence. Wish me luck. So what we're going to do is whenever we find the Your Special book, in a bit we're going to upgrade Luck to level 5 so that we could get the Idiot Savant perk, and that will really help us level up quicker. So that's our character for right now. If you have any questions, leave some questions in the comment section. I consider this to be more of an infiltrator type build on survival difficulty.
Wonderful. That's everything. Just gonna walk this over to the vault. Congratulations on being prepared for the future.
Thanks again.
Hey, it's peace of mind. That's worth a little paperwork, right?
For you and Sean, no price is too high.
Good answer.
I have my moments.
Never noticed that the floors are aluminum. They're tiles.
Absolutely refuses to
Linoleum.
calm down. I think he needs some of that paternal affection you seem to be so good at.
You heard Codsworth.
All right. I'll take care of it.
I'm so proud of her.
So she's got her law degree. I think that's important for the backstory.
Never gonna find that dog.
And the dog ran away. We will find them. Plus, a little bit more backstory here.
Broken again.
Broken watch, a little foreshadowing.
We really need to get those vacation photos developed.
So they went on vacation recently. Little tidbits to add to the backstory.
War never changes. You got that right.
Some military fatigues there. Take note of the way this room looks. So we'll try to replicate that at some point.
Huh. How'd you get on the floor, Mr. Bear? The glove's a little big right now, but Sean will grow into it. He'll either be great at spelling or great at smashing blocks together. To think, one day he's gonna learn how to drive. Wonder what Sean will grow up to be.
How are the two most important men in my life doing? Spin the mobile a bit. He loves that. Hey, how's my little guy? Much better now, huh? Listen, after breakfast, I was thinking we could head to the park for a bit. Weather should hold up.
Yeah, sounds like fun.
Sir, Mum, you should come and see this.
Codsworth, what's wrong?
Like I said, I did the best I could as far as graphics. Still skips a little bit every once in a while.
Explosions. We're
Playing on the
trying to
PC.
get confirmation.
What?
We seem to have lost
What did
contact
he
with our
say?
affiliate stations. We
Oh,
do have coming in. That's confirmed reports. I repeat, confirmed reports of nuclear detonations in New York and Pennsylvania. My God.
Oh my god.
We need to get to the vault. Now!
I've got Sean.
Love how the
Let's
door
go.
just automatically opens up. That's funny.
Residents of Sanctuary Hills, if you
Oh
are
my goodness.
registered, evacuate
It's
Vault
crazy out here.
111 immediately.
We'll drive to the coast! That's gotta be far enough! What if it isn't? Vault participants, head this way!
It's okay.
Reach the bag! Who cares? Just help me pack it up!
Residents of Sanctuary Hills.
Everything looks really pretty, and it reminds me of... Look at that lady. She has a wardrobe malfunction there. I don't know what happened.
That's absurd!
Maybe that's on purpose, like to show the urgency of people leaving.
You can't stop me! Okay. I'm reporting this!
If you're in the program, step forward. Otherwise, return home!
And this guy's in his robe. I think that's funny. I never noticed that.
Oh God. Tell me if you're... We need to get in. We're on the list.
Infant, adult male, adult female.
We're not
Okay,
in the vault
go ahead.
program.
Thank you.
Good luck, ma'am.
You
And
two
God
follow
help us
me.
all.
Come on.
What's gonna happen to all those people outside
We're
the
doing
gate?
everything we can. Now keep moving.
Step on the platform in the center. Hun.
Come on, let's get to the vault.
All right, that's it. Send it down. Almost there. We're gonna be okay. I love you. Both of you.
We love you too. Oh my god!
Now! Send it down now! Hold on! Can't this thing move faster?
Oh god! Oh god! Oh god!
I don't know the science behind that, but I would think that the radiation would have killed them, or killed them within a couple of days, since they're that close to radiation. But we're going to chalk it up to science fiction. It's 2077, so they made it somehow.
We did it. We made it. We're okay.
Everyone, please step off the elevator and proceed up the
What's going
stairs
on?
in an orderly fashion. No need to worry, folks. We'll get everyone situated in your new home.
Hey, it's Woody
Vault
Harrelson.
111. A better future underground.
So
What are you looking at, lady?
Yes,
Excuse
up the
me.
stairs.
I can't believe we left a minute later.
No,
We don't be.
Don't get caught up thinking about that. You're safe now. Everyone, just head up these stairs
Excuse me.
through the door
Up the
there.
stairs.
What did he say?
Hey,
I don't know.
Head inside. Just up the stairs there.
Okay.
Up the stairs, please.
Vault 111, welcome home.
hey there.
Hello there. Once we seal the vault, we'll all be getting to know each other a lot more, I'm sure. Female and... It's good. Excuse me. Just step over to the table.
Take a vault suit, then head down the hall.
Over there. Take a suit.
Excuse me, lady.
Yeah, looks fine.
You'll need your suits before we can take you further.
Thanks. What now?
Just follow the doctor here. He'll show you where to go.
All right, you three. Follow me.
See? This is our new home.
Oh, you're gonna love it here. This is one of our most advanced facilities. Not that the others aren't great, mind you.
One vault suit. Now just
It's
head
gone.
down the hall.
Our home. Everything we had.
Sir? Mother and father down in D.C.
Down in
How long do you
DC.
think we'll be down here?
Oh, we'll be going over all that in orientation. Just a few medical items we have to get checked everyone off the list as they come in.
So is this game set in Boston? Fallout 3 was set in Washington, D.C. Excuse me.
Huh?
This is our new home.
Just step
It's
in
gonna be
here
okay,
and
right?
put your vault suit on.
So we're just going to blindly trust that this is going to be safe?
It'll be okay. Daddy's right here. See?
Who's my little guy? I'm not going far. I'll just be over there.
There he is. See? Daddy's not going far.
All set? Just step inside and put on your vault suit.
Everything okay?
Go ahead. I just want to give Sean a moment. Go ahead, hon. I'll take Sean with me. I think he's better. You go ahead. Go ahead, hon. I'll take Sean with me.
So we changed into your vault suit right there. Vault 111 suit.
The
And
pod
she
will
did too.
decontaminate and depressurize you before we head deeper in the vault. Just relax.
Time for a whole new life.
Resident secure. Occupant vitals normal. Procedure complete. In 5, 4, 3.
Just notice her waving at Sean.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
Remember, if you're watching this walkthrough and you like the video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. It really helps.
This is the one. Here.
Open it.
Everything's going to be fine.
Come
Let the boy go.
No way. They shot her.
Get out of here. Let's go. At least we still have the backup.
I'm gonna find that jerk. Hopefully, we can take care of him. It's awful.
Come on! There has to be a release! Come on, come on, come on! Oh, God!
I'll find who did this, and I'll get Sean back. I promise.
So hopefully we can come back at some point so that we can bury Nora. Let's check on everybody else. They look to be in the same shape.
God. Why would Voltaire do this? Can't be anyone left.
Hello? Anyone?
Here's a computer. Let's see if maybe that will shed some light on things. Cryogenic array. Cryogenic array offline. Premature termination resulting in system failure. Isolated manual and remote overrides detected. Controls disabled. Life support. It says the same thing. Pod occupant status. Check out Pod 6, Nora and Sean, infant. Occupant status unknown. Pod door manual override engaged. C7 is us. And it says the same thing. Let's check out Mr. Abel, see what it says. Occupant status deceased. Cause of death asphyxiation due to life support failure. That sucks. So they all seem to say the same thing. Asphyxiation due to life support failure. So they were gasping for air and couldn't catch any oxygen. So that's how they died. Strangled. That's pretty rough. Pretty dark stuff. Let's see what we have in here. Looks like some more pods with more, knocked that over. More people in those. So let's see what this computer has to say. Okay, it looks to be the same thing with different occupants. One thing that's different is Cindy Coffrin, which she might have been single, and that's why she didn't have the Mr. or Mrs. But these all say the same thing also.
Why'd they do this?
All right, so one thing that we're going to be doing is taking everything. This is one play style that I've come accustomed to with Fallout, and that is taking everything in sight. This game makes me a little bit of a kleptomaniac. Just taking everything, even if it's stealing. Nothing around the corner there. So I'll be doing a whole lot of stealth and melee. That will be our primary tactic. So we've got our first bobby pin here. Some Nuka-Cola bottle. And a first impact. I like the graphics right here. It knocks the chair over whenever you open that. Security terminal. Vault 111 security instructions. Confidential. Security eyes only. Vault 111 is designed to test the long-term effects of suspended animation on unaware human subjects. Security staff are responsible for maintaining installation integrity and monitoring science staff activity. Under no circumstances are staff allowed to deviate from assigned duties. Insubordination or interference with vault operations are capital offenses. Security staff are also authorized to use lethal force. Wow. Operations Protocol Manual. Resident admittance. Upon notification from Vault-Tec, all personnel are required to report to the entry area and assist with admittance of vault residents. Security personnel will maintain order and ensure that no personnel or residents attempt to evacuate the vault. Research staff will be responsible for resident intake and escort, each to the designated cryogenic pod. Residents not accounted for in the manifest should be asked to step aside and detained forcefully by security if necessary. Once all residents have been sealed into their preservation chambers, dispose of any detainees. Vault entryway must remain sealed under any circumstances. So anyone that was not on the list that came were disposed of or killed by the security staff. Staff duties. Hit the wrong one. Science staff. Members of the research team must daily monitor the vital signs of cryogenically preserved residents. Cardiopulmonary and cognitive activity in particular must be recorded hourly. Life-saving intervention is only permitted if greater than 80% of the resident population has perished while in cryogenic suspension and must not interrupt suspension. Independent research is encouraged and left to the overseer discretion. Security personnel. Security patrols are to be carried out on a constant 8-hour rotation. Security priorities include monitoring for signs of intrusion, checking for atmosphere leaks, settling disputes among personnel, enforcement of regulations set forth by the overseer, and enforcement of regulations set forth by Vault Tech. Facility services and maintenance. Due to the nature of Vault 111, personnel will be expected to perform duties outside of their normal qualifications, such as janitorial duties and food preparation. The exact distribution of these roles is left to the overseer discretion. All clear and evacuation. All clear message. Following a nuclear event, Vault Tech will monitor hazards such as radiation levels, enemy invasion, subsequent attacks, and other factors. Once conditions are deemed safe, this terminal will receive an all-clear notice. Upon receiving the all-clear notice, Vault Tech personnel will be evacuated at overseer discretion. Disregard any notices from organizations or individuals not associated with Vault Tech, including government and military. Residents are not to be disrupted or evacuated. Vault Tech will attend to their needs remotely once Vault 111 staff has been evacuated. So Vault Tech was going to remotely take care of those in the cryogenically frozen pods. Or so they say. Mandatory shelter period. Vault 111 is classified as a short-term assignment. Non-resident personnel are expected to carry out research duties. Did we just read this? Yeah, I think we did. They have to stay there 180 days in containment, which, if you know anything about radiation, 180 days is not going to be enough time for safety once they get out of the vault. October the 23rd of 2077. God, it finally happened. The world's over. Barely got all the residents inside. Not everyone made it. Now it's just us and icebergs. I don't get it. Eggheads tried to explain to me keeping them frozen is a big experiment for a better future or something. I don't know. It doesn't seem right that we're just smiling at them all that time before putting them on ice. Shouldn't we have told them something? December the 25th, 2077. Christmas Underground. Got together with the rest of the security boys and support staff and had a little party. Best gift that got handed out was a fancy lady snack cake that wasn't too stale. None of the scientists came. Overseer wasn't there either. Just don't get them. They're hiding something from us. Another company secret only for the higher-ups? Whatever. Just a few more months until the all-clear is supposed to come through. Then we can start rebuilding. March the 14th, the next year. Only a few weeks left in our mandatory shelter period. Everyone's getting stir-crazy. Some people are even saying the all-clear signal is never coming. We can't stay here much longer, that's for sure. It's not just the fact that I've been staring at the same break room and bunk bed for over 6 months. It's the fact that we only have food left for a few more. We only have food left for another few months tops. The overseer keeps telling everyone to be patient and focus on work. He's definitely keeping us out of the loop. Something bad is going on. I just know it. April the 23rd, same year. The main door accessing the vault exit is malfunctioning. Now the only way out is through the overseer's evacuation tunnel. How convenient for him. He has one of the science team watching the door into his office at all times from a little makeshift checkpoint. Got invited to a meeting tonight. Support staffers and security only. Sounds like I'm not the only one with an axe to grind. Last entry. No all clear from Vault Tech is coming. We need to leave. We're all but out of food. I almost murdered Stanley for dropping a damn salt cracker on the floor. A handful of us confronted the overseer about opening up the vault. I never knew a man that's so small that could shout so loud. Now he's locked himself in his office along with the rest of the science staff. We're supposed to hand over any food, weapons, medicine we have by tonight, or there's going to be consequences. I've talked to everyone. It's time. One way or another, we're getting out of this vault. So that was the last note and the last bit of information on that security terminal. Extermination is everyone's job, squeezing that rad roach. So hopefully you enjoy that. You can obviously skip any reading of the notes and stuff, but I feel like it gives a little bit more backstory to what's actually going on in this game. So rad roaches,
Giant
even though they're
roaches? What the hell?
They're probably the weakest enemy of all of them. Since we're on survival difficulty, we'll do a lot more damage than they did in our first Let's Play of this game. I do plan on finishing that series. I don't want to just leave it hanging and never get back to it. And those of you who watched the first series, I apologize for not finishing that sooner or getting back to it in a timely manner. But I appreciate your patience and also appreciate you watching this. So we got another terminal here. This is a recreation terminal. Overseer memo. Remember, use of the recreation terminal is a privilege. If work performance declines, this privilege may be revoked. Enjoy responsibly. Thank you, Overseer. Here's the top 10 list. And that's the top 10 list of this game. Red Menace, which is Fallout's version of Donkey Kong. One of the things I wish to do with this series is to get the high score in all of these mini games, all the holotape games. So that might be the last thing we do in this series. I'm not very talented at these games, as you can see, but we'll come back to those and try to get the high score eventually. But at the very least, we need to eject the holotape so that we could take it with us. You never know if we're going to be able to come back to this area. Pick up a couple other things in here. Hot plates are very helpful. They have a lot of components, as each piece of junk that you pick up actually serves a purpose in this game, unlike the hoarding that I do in Fallout 3. As you can break down most components of an item and use that to build, scrap, create, modify guns, weapons, you name it. So if hoarding is one of your things that happens, one of the things that happens to you as it does with me in Fallout, then this game is obviously for you. Now, for us who have some OCD tendencies, it's a challenge to not get overwhelmed with all of the possibilities. Did that not hit that rad roach at all? You gotta be careful because that can cause damage to you, as I unfortunately found out. There we go, we got him.
What happened here? Where is everyone?
There's a clipboard. And even though it's not a lot of stuff that we can break it down into, you never know if we're going to need it or not. See, that Rad Roach took quite a bit of damage to us. Adrenaline is increasing your damage. And so each time that you take damage or give damage to an enemy, you build up your adrenaline, and that will continue until you sleep. Stim packs. Got 3 of these, so we got 4 of those now. Stim packs restore 30% of your max health, heal damaged limbs, and so forth.
Is this all that's left?
Man, his foot got tangled up in there pretty bad. So we got our first weapon, our first gun in the game is 10mm pistol. And I'm going to make sure to pick up these eyeglasses, as in our last Let's Play of this game, I'd actually accidentally left those there. One thing that's cool is this pack of preserved cigarettes. Anytime you see preserved something, I try to take that along. Well, basically I take everything, but it just makes it a little bit more special that it says preserved. Get some more ammo here.
Nice. Coming back later for you.
So, like Fallout 3 and any other Fallout game, you have to have the lockpick ability level. So we would have to have the master level of lockpick in order to get that open. We currently don't even have enough to get to the lockpick perk. So we're really going to have to work on leveling up our character. But it's going to be fun. Overseer's Terminal. Okay, these Overseer instructions. Okay, we haven't read. Vault 111 is designed to test long-term effects of suspended animation on unaware human subjects. Your staff will be on short-term assignment to monitor basic cardiopulmonary and cognitive functions. Long-term monitoring will be handled remotely by Vault Tech technicians. Under no circumstance is suspension to be disrupted. This includes the administration of life-saving measures. Your staff is also considered expendable. Insubordination or attempts to evacuate prematurely are capital violations. Unused cryogenic pods are the preferred method for cadaver disposal. Kind of gives you a sense of Vault Tech and what they're all about. Cryolator. I've long dreamed of making cryogenic freezing available in a portable, on-demand form. The Cryolator is my latest attempt. Thankfully, we're in no short supply of the chemicals and components I need to tinker with the prototype. It's a nice way to occupy the time as we wait for the all-clear signal. So that Cryolator gun was made by the Overseer. That's pretty cool. Operations Protocol Manual. We've actually already read these on the security terminal. So that's cool. Overseer's Log. This is new. Preparations. The final staff orientation is complete. All but a few of the residents down in Sanctuary Hills have been enrolled, and several from Concord as well. Vault Tech supervisors came up this week to do a technical review with me. This vault is ready to open. I can only imagine what wonders our residents will get to witness. The notion of leaping forward in time? I almost wish I could join them and see the promise of our future realized. Yes, I'm doing the voice. I'm doing the best voice I can. October the 23rd. It happened. We're lucky for the most part staff was nearby when the early warning came through. We had less notice than expected, but only Nordhagen was missing when we sealed the entrance. Resident admittance went smoothly. Everyone made it, even the family that waited until the last minute. I was worried there would be more suspicion, but things happened so fast for these people. They must have been too overwhelmed to question the cryogenic pods. Systems malfunction. Strange issue we're having today with pod C3. Nothing appeared to be, subject appeared to be having heart palpitations. Nothing life-threatening but unusual. I realized almost too late that the pod was malfunctioning. The cryogenic array almost started thawing her out. We're not sure, but I suspect a hiccup in the Vault-Tec's remote override systems may have sent an errant signal. We'll have to keep an eye out. I only hope their systems are reliable once we evacuate the staff. So you might think that this is Nora and Sean, but they were actually in pod C6. So this is must be the Ables, unless I got that wrong. Supplies running low. There's been no all clear signal yet, even though we're nearing the end of the 180-day mandatory shelter period. Supplies were never intended to last much more than that. And despite my best efforts, people are beginning to question what we're doing down here. If people think we can just leave when the 180 days are up, they're insane. The radiation exposure would still be potent enough to fry everyone if the vault seals are breached that early. The whole point of the all clear was to receive additional instructions from the main office. I don't know what to do. Can't open the vault. I can't expect our supplies to last forever. I just have to keep everything under control until the all clear. Mutiny. A fraction led by the security personnel have turned on me, demanding they be allowed to leave the vault. Idiots! I will not open the door to be irradiated to death out there. I'm consolidating the remaining supplies, putting the staff on lockdown. We're going to have to start prioritizing who deserves what little food we have left. I've been too damn generous with the rations. If people don't like it, well, that's fewer mouths to feed. Hope you enjoyed my best attempt at using a voice of an overseer there. All right, open evacuation tunnel. The personnel evacuation terminal is now open. Tunnel, not terminal. Remind all staff to be orderly and follow shutdown protocols before exiting and resealing Vault 111. Please maintain all staff records and research. Report to your local Vault-Tec superiors for debriefing and further instruction. Will do. So I wonder where that perch was that the science person was watching from to make sure no one came into the overseer's office. So with this type of gameplay, we will be allowed to use pistols, guns, and stuff. I do want to make sure that it's limited so that we have more of a silenced type of gameplay. But still, I think it's acceptable to use pistols and whatnot. Man, that guy won't die. Especially at the start of the game. But my main weapon will be melee. At least to start. And then once we get further in the game and we've mastered melee, we'll switch to another weapon so that we could get the full gamut of weapons in this game. A lot like I'm doing with the Fallout 3 series. I am playing with a mouse and keyboard. And our first Pip-Boy. We'll use it as a menu option so that you can sort your inventory and things like that in this game. And it's essential to every Fallout game. Copyright 2075 by Robeco Company. Initializing. Okay, now we have access to look at anything in our inventory. We could look at our special perks, our special ratings, and where we used our points at. And we can also look at our perks. Currently, we have some adrenaline working in our favor. We could look at our inventory and see what weapons we have, what apparel, et cetera, et cetera. One thing I want to do is put on the eyeglasses. it adds 1 perception to our character. Got some purified water. Let's go ahead and drink that. And Rad Roach meat, unlike in Very Hard, can cause a disease. It might have been able to in Very Hard. It was just a lot harder to get a disease from it. So as you can see in the bottom right hand corner, the value and the weight of the item, but also what breaks down if you were to scrap this item. So from a cigarette you get cloth. From a clipboard you get teasprings and wood. And you can use those items to mod your weapons and your armor and things like that. I doubt anyone is new to Fallout if you're watching this, but if you are new, I'm going to do my best to explain the ins and outs of this. So I just quick slotted our weapons so that I can change in and out as quickly as that. I usually like to play in third person, but occasionally I will switch to first person, and I just turn on the light of the Pip-Boy, and you can change that light color to anything, and you can also change the color of the text and things like that, like the HP at the bottom left hand corner. You can change that color to what you want it to be.
Did anyone get out?
Make sure to pick up the ammo and another new Vault 111 jumpsuit. And I'd say we're ready to head out. So we'll go over here and use the Pip-Boy to exit. Vault door remote access ready.
Vault door cycling sequence initiated. Please stand back.
So, according to one of the notes we read, this vault door is having some issues. So, what's cool is you can see it's malfunctioning a little bit. Hopefully we'll be able to come back to this vault at some point, learning a little bit more about it. I think that'd be cool. The lighting, the music, the mood, everything is great for this game. It's a lot different than other Fallout games, but personally, I think it's my favorite Fallout game. I know that's sacrilegious to say, but I'm thinking this is my favorite one of all of them. So you can change the way you look, your attributes and things like that, but I'm okay. I like the way that we've created this character and the way that he looks and stuff. So we're going to exit the vault here, and as you load into another screen, it gives you all of these like random information from the VDSG catalog. Automated turrets will track and attack their targets relentlessly, but can often be reprogrammed from a nearby computer terminal. So we touched on it briefly. You can build in this game, and that's one aspect that's new to the Fallout series. So we've got our crows over here. And one of the, just to show you the detail of this game, you can actually shoot a crow if you want to. But that was pretty good detailed touch. But I won't be shooting a lot of crow in this game. Alright, let's see what's around here that we could pick up. I always forget about these yellow crates right over here. So Rad-X, empty paint can, cracked bowl. If you noticed when I was picking these out, the shadow, look at the shadow, sometimes it like twitches or has a spasm like that. If anyone knows how to fix that, please let me know. It's distracting, and this is the vanilla version of the game. Hey, our first Nuka-Cola. So I kept it at vanilla, mainly so that we could still get achievements as we play. That's really the only reason why I kept it. So, and I wanted it to be the true, authentic experience of Fallout 4. No crazy mods or anything. So we got Cram, which is spam in the Fallout universe, and Desktop Fan. And our first bottle cap. So we're getting a good head start here. Don't forget the switchblade there. Thought maybe we could knock all those over. So these were the people trying to get into the vault in 2077 when the bomb went off. So we know from other Fallout games that the bomb was not just in Massachusetts, but also in Washington, D.C. and in Nevada, and along with other places. So it was a multi-front nuclear attack. Make sure to pick up these flowers like the hub flower back there and these blood leaves. They could be used to make certain chemistry items, in particular like Ultrajet, Psycho, things like that. And we could use those in battle, but we could also sell them and make a lot of money. Those are always helpful to pick up. They do take some more weight in your weight management since we're on hardcore difficulty, or survival difficulty. Hardcore difficulty is New Vegas. Hey, it's Codsworth. Let's see what he knows.
As I live and breathe. Oh, it's really you.
It's me.
Codsworth. What happened to the world?
World, sir? Well, besides our geranium still being the envy of Sanctuary Hills, I'm afraid things have been dreadfully dull around here. Things will be so much more exciting with you and Mrs. back. Where is your better half, by the by?
They killed her.
Sir, these things you're saying, these terrible things, I believe you need a distraction. It's been ages since we've had a proper family activity. Checkers, or perhaps charades. Sean does so love that game. Is the lad with you?
Codsworth, listen to me carefully. That dumb robot.
I'm sure she'll be back with him momentarily.
He's gone. God damn it. Someone took him. Someone stole my son.
It's worse than I thought. You're suffering from hunger-induced paranoia. Not eating properly for 200 years will do that, I'm afraid.
200 years? What? Are you...
A bit over 210, actually, sir. Or give or take a little. For the Earth's rotation and some minor dings to the old chronometer. That means you're 2 centuries late for dinner. Perhaps I can whip you up a snack? You must be famished.
Codsworth, you're acting a little bit weird. What's wrong?
Oh, sir, it's been just horrible. 2 centuries with no one to talk to, no one to serve. I spent the first 10 years trying to keep the floors waxed, but nothing gets out nuclear fallout from vinyl wood. Nothing. And don't get me started about the futility of dusting a collapsed house. And the car. How do you polish rust?
What do you know, Codsworth?
I'm afraid I don't know anything, sir. The bombs came and all of you left in such a hurry. I thought for certain you and your family were dead. I did find this holotape. Mrs. was going to present it to you as a surprise. But then, well, everything happened.
A holotape? What's on it?
I believe it's a private message for you. My etiquette protocols would not permit me to play it for myself. Any standard holotape reading device should be able to play it back. Oh, like that Pip-Boy on your arm. That should work brilliantly. Now, enough feeling sorry for myself. Shall we search the neighborhood together? Mrs. and young Sean may turn up yet.
Have you seen anything dangerous?
Oh, just the usual, sir. Pesky neighborhood dogs and mosquitoes. Shall I investigate?
All right. Lead the way.
Proud to serve, sir.
Again, if anyone knows how to fix the shadow issue, I'd greatly appreciate your assistance. But we've been asleep or frozen for 200 years. 200. Wow.
Oh, well. Carry on.
We're doing Codsworth?
Picking up hostile life signs. Peekaboo!
Oh, we leveled up. Whoa.
Jolly good show all around. Hear the flies. Wait. My senses are picking up movement in another house. Follow me.
Lead the way. This game is gorgeous. It really is. Especially when I'm going from Fallout 3 to Fallout 4. I forgot how beautiful a lot of this stuff is. Whoa. Got some lag there. Sorry about that. Did not like that fire.
Mr. David, your family isn't here either. They're really gone, aren't they?
Sean's out there, Codsworth. I need to find him.
What about Concord, sir? Plenty of people there. And last I checked, they only pummeled me with sticks a few times before I had to run back home.
There's still people alive in Concord?
Yes, although they're a bit rough. You remember the way? Just across the southern footbridge, out of the neighborhood and past the Rad Rocket station?
Alright, so we get the task to investigate Concord. A lot of things to talk about here. One is when we were talking to Codsworth, that you saw the text go to yellow at one point. That's kind of like the speech check that you can get in the game, with yellow being a more difficult speech check, orange, and then red. I think it might just be yellow and red. I can't remember, but you take a risk for selecting those. Yellow's a little less of a risk than red. Two, we got the text that indicated that we are tired and that we needed to get some sleep. That, again, is part of the survival difficulty. So, we need to find a bed and sleep. Notice the AP is going down in the bottom right-hand corner because we're tired. So, why don't we go over here to our workshop. This workshop allows you to build, adjust, and remove nearby objects and structures. Move between options with the left directional, right directional, press up directional to find the object or structure you wish to build. If your selected object appears green, press enter to build it. If it appears red, try adjusting the location and yours until it changes to green. Workshop objects are built from components. When building an object, components are automatically harvested from junk items in your inventory or the workshops. So if there's an item of junk that you wanted to keep, make sure to get it out of the workshop, or when you build, you might accidentally destroy it. So one thing we need to look at is water, because we're about to, if we haven't already, gotten the message about water, that we're thirsty. So this requires rubber and copper. And this just requires rubber, and it produces 10 water that we can use, and it refills within our workshop as purified water. But it does require 2 electricity to do. So first, I see some rubber here. We can scrap that by pressing R. That gives us enough to create that monstrosity. It's huge. But 2, we need to look at electricity. What do we need to do to charge that? So let's go to generators. This produces 3, which is enough. If we had a couple more copper, that would take care of that. But 3 is really all we need for right now. So let's go place the that water purifier in the water, and that way we can worry a little less about our resources for water. Along the way, let's pick up and scrap some of this stuff. Like, you can scrap the wood, the swing set if you want to. I'm going to leave some of this stuff for right now. Eventually, though, we'll come and actually remove a lot of this stuff as we build our Sanctuary Hills area. But right now, as you can see, there's a lot of junk in the water. So we'll see if we can remove some of that. It's like we can. This scrap ruined house, there was a house down in there. Picnic table, all sorts of stuff. Another ruined house. Might as well scrap it so that it's not in the water. We want to make sure that the water is purified. It doesn't matter really in this game, but for role-playing aspects, it does. This makes it look better, too. So we'll remove this junk that's around. Got a rubber tire there. And as we're scrapping this stuff, we're building up our inventory of stuff that we can use, resources that we can use. Water's a little deeper there. Don't have to worry about that. So let's switch out. We have a level up to take care of too. Stim pack and Rad away. So let's go into build mode and see, can we actually... No, I was going to see if we could take that first aid kit. Let's scrap it for right now. We must not have the ability to make one right now. So let's go down a little bit in the water, try to get everything that we can. Again, don't have to do this, but it's just something a little extra to clean up our area. And as you know, if you've watched any of my gameplay, I'm a little OCD about stuff, and I'd prefer this area to be clean. Taking radiation damage, reducing your max health. Visit a doctor or use Rad away to restore health lost to rads. So there's a lot that we'll need to be mindful of as we're playing, since we're playing on survival difficulty, including how far we travel. That's another aspect of this game. If you are on survival difficulty, you can only save wherever you find a bed. So if you save, at a Diamond City, we'll say, you can't fast travel back to Sanctuary Hills You literally have to walk your way back in order to access the inventory, unless you have a perk that allows you to access it. So let's go where it's a little deeper over here. Let's go into our build mode. We're going to build water resource, like so. Be nice to build a couple of them together. So what if did something like, wait, we got to be mindful of where the, because you got to plug it in with the electricity. So let's make sure we're lined up on that. All right, that looks good to me. Let's build. And that took a light cigarette to build that light bulb. Oh, I removed a preserved cigarette pack. I probably should have removed that, but it's okay. But we need to power it. So let's go back to generator. And we need 2 things of copper. So one thing, if I remember correctly, you could do is let's you can hit Q to tag for search, and it's going to highlight anything that might have copper in it. So that's pretty cool. Let's go into build mode to see if we can locate anything that might have copper in it. Which I'm not gonna break my back trying to find it, but it would be nice. How about let's scrap this house and see if there's any copper in it. Okay, there's not. It's okay. So, might as well do some cleaning up real quick, and we'll build us a bed and call it an episode. Again, if you've enjoyed this this video, I'll be producing more Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 videos, and also more SnowRunner, and maybe another title. I just want to keep a little variety, so I'm not playing the same game over and over. Let's see. What happens if we scrap this? Still. So we really need some copper. That'd be great. Maybe we could find some by actually going in to the houses over here. Got a typewriter, some duct tape, oil can. Hey, maybe some of these items can help us out. Oh, hit the wrong button. Alright, so let's go to build mode. Generator. Nope, no more copper. Let's keep on looting and see if we can find anything. I actually won't be turning the radio on because, and not only can you not monetize the videos if you do that, but also your videos are blocked in certain countries. So I think Denmark was the country that it was the Fallout 3 videos. Some of them are blocked in. We got to clean. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, and it's a tan one. Hey, that's snazzy. Let's wear that around. If you're going to be in the apocalypse, might as well do it in style, right? And again, I'm sorry for any of the stuttering. Maybe I can upgrade my computer eventually, and in the meanwhile, I might try to find out a way to prevent the stuttering and the shadow stuff, the craziness with the shadows. We'll scrap a couple more things, and then we'll build a bed and call it a video. How about it? Getting a lot of steel, which is good. I figure if there is something copper, it's going to be highlighted. So Let's get out our trusty security baton, because there's some enemies over here. Should be another one. Maybe I'm imagining things. Anyway, one thing we could do is scrap. Can we scrap this radio? Okay, you just get rubber if you do that. That's kind of odd. Nah, don't want to scrap that. But we got some money there. Got some good stuff. We'll find it. I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, so let's go ahead and scrap this car real quick. Not hit it. Scrap this. A lot of steel. Some wood. And let's go build a bed to sleep in. We'll use an existing house so that we can take our time and plan what our buildings are going to look like. Can you kick this? Yeah, you can. Cool. All right, let's build a bed in here. We should have enough resources for it. As you can tell, it's going to be a challenge because we haven't even gotten to a lot of the enemies yet, and just, finding resources that you need could be challenging. Well, if we're going to put a bed somewhere, it makes sense to put it in our old house. What do you say? So let's go back across the street and see what our old house looks like. So there's the refrigerator. And there's that empty bottle of milk. Coffee tin. Oh, and our first magazine, Rognak Jungle of the Bat Babies. First comic.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So you've collected an issue of Rognak. Critical hits with unarmed and melee permanently do plus 5% damage. So we might do, like we did in our other walkthrough of Fallout 4, a Grognak the Barbarian run, and try to get all of those comics. So let's go ahead and take that. There's Sean's baby bottle. We'll keep that. Try to set that aside for saving. Bread box. I wonder, yeah, this is one thing we collected in the last videos, last series, is this American flag, which was sitting on the shelf in here before the nuclear blast. There we go. That'll work for right now. Mr. Handy Fuel. And here is our previous bedroom. Let's clean it up a little bit. And I want to get your feedback. Do you want me to use some mods to get some of the leaves and stuff out of here? Because I'll be glad to do that. Let's keep this rug here. Let's select, kind of move it around just a hair. So straighten it up a little bit. Got a picture frame that we'll set aside right here for right now, so that we can put on one of the shelves that we're going to build. Actually, do we want to keep this? No, we want one that's actually functioning. So we're going to clean this up. Now, I want to see if there's anything in this. No, there's not. We'll build a bed. Find some copper in the next video. But I really appreciate you watching this video and your support. It means a whole lot to me. Let's go ahead and build this bed. And I'll try to move a little faster than I have been the last couple of minutes. Just kind of taking it all in. And like that. Oh, crap. Like that. Perfect. All right, so we're going to save by sleeping. We'll see what time it is right now. 5 p.m. What if we slept 12 hours? He deserves it after all this time. And then we'll call it a video. But I imagine that he's going to be very hungry and thirsty when he wakes up. So we've got to really plan how we're going to attack this game. Where do you go first? Do you go to Concord first, or do you scavenge around and try to find those things that you can take with you to make your trip a lot easier, your trips? So anyway, I really appreciate you watching. Leave a thumbs up if you like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.